Hi, Bree.
Hello, sir. I'm nervous. This is a nervous wreck. So,
You're
do
nervous,
you
right?
edit this?
Uh, little bit, little bit. But sometimes sometimes it's better to have it raw.
Mm-hmm.
So the emotions will come out, and that's whole part of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Huh? So well, thanks. Thank you for being here. And
Okay.
you're my first student to actually be interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
You're very brave. Yeah. So start with something about school. Do you like school?
Some a little bit. So. I'm more I love history,
Mm-hmm. Why do you think kids need to go to school?
so they could get a better education. I feel like as adults you could teach kids a little bit, or parents could teach kids a little bit, but it's different when you have like a teacher to teach them.
Good answer. What do you do for fun?
Besides read, books, actually a little bit play with my younger sibling, watch movies or watch sports with my family.
Hmm. What makes you happy, Bree?
Um, just basically myself, I guess. Anything. I don't really know. I just find like a good book or anything positive or motivational to listen to, and you automatically get happy.
How about on the other hand, what makes you feel sad? And what do you do when you feel sad?
I'm mostly quiet, just write it down. What makes me feel sad is when my depression acts up,
The depression.
or I get bad anxiety.
There's usually something that triggers that feeling.
Yeah, it could be like any little thing, or when I'm working out, it just comes.
Hmm. What bugs you, annoys you? Is there anything
Yeah. When people just walk up and start poking at you, or just messing with you. My biggest thing is like you could bother me, but just ask for consent before you start like poking.
That's a good answer. Ask for consent. Can I bug you?
A little bit.
um, do you have access to internet?
Yes, sir.
And what do you usually do when you go on the internet?
Usually listen to music or just research anything like I have questions about. I Google.
Mm-hmm. Ask Google. What kind of questions usually come to mind?
No, I don't know. I'm a little bit of a nerd, so I love like animals. And I always wanted a pet tiger, but then I realized them things grow too big.
Oh, good. Thank goodness for the internet and Google, huh?
Yeah.
Um, what do you want your future to be like?
Like meaning what do I want to do in the future, or
Yes,
just
yes. And also, I guess, how do you see the future of the world or your community?
hmm.
And also your future.
I would love to own like I guess like business somewhat, or just I don't know, not just own a business, but just be positive and leave like a great influence and by wisdom and words, and not really by like talking, but by my actions.
Wow. That's a very deep answer, Bree. How would you describe a perfect day?
You getting up and probably get dressed and go work out, and probably like I don't know. Probably either if I have to work or I'm just sitting down with a cup of coffee, reading a book, or writing something down.
Uh, Pretty much by yourself.
hmm I'm a loner. I like
Mm.
being alone because when you're alone, you know who you are as a person compared to when you're surrounded by a lot of people.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Very good. Yes, I can relate a little bit to. Speaking of book, if you wrote a book, what would it be about?
It'll be a little bit about my life, and I think probably, I don't know, probably people that inspire me to be greater than what I am.
Who would be those people you think who are influential people in your life?
like my parents, a little bit my younger sibling, because it's like you learn a little bit about, like, from a child. You never think they really pay attention, but then you realize they pay attention to every little detail. Besides, and then I guess celebrity-wise, Malcolm X, Dr. King, Maya Angelou, Muhammad Ali a little bit, and Lewis. What we're gonna say, can't think, Langston Hughes. I love poetry and just people that are like a little bit deep, but they make you want to be greater.
Wow, you have big names in there. Very good, Bree. What are you most thankful for?
For being alive and being blessed to either share positivity with people or just being blessed to have an amazing family.
Share positivity to people, you said? That's a good
And
one.
leave peace.
And peace. What's your favorite part of the day?
I would have to say, I don't know. I don't really have favorite part. Probably when I'm at home, just like watching a movie or just enjoying peace, like, or just enjoying like having conversation with both my parents.
And but do you have friends? And do you spend what do you do with your friends?
I don't think I really have like friends because I'm such a loner, and then every friend that I ever had, I lost contact with them, so it's kind of hard to find them back again.
Okay, very good. And one more question. What do you think is the greatest thing about you, about Bree? If we're going to talk about Bree, how would you describe Breyanna? What's the greatest thing about Breyanna?
Funny a little bit, inspiring, a little bit intelligent, and that I have also, like, I was always told that I have like a young body but an older mindset. Because I love, like, instead of hanging out with people my age, I love hanging out with elderly people. You learn more from them.
Very good, Bree. Thank you for your answers and just for your reflective thinking. And cut.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep looking because I'm nervous.
Very good.
I have anxiety right now.